complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, yeah, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, you stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body. Young, hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
Today, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Los Angeles Rams taking on the New Orleans Saints.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. Things haven't gone exactly according to plan to this point, but boy, you and I down there with them before the game, they were fired up.
And they understand.
Two teams here playing for pride as the final week of the NFL season is underway. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
At the 26.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. So the Rams in great position here as they get things started. They'll be led out by Gardner Minshew, 6th-round selection in 2019 out of Washington State.
And no excitement, unless you're on the defensive team of last week, in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So, I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9.
Tackle made.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 79 yards.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
Again, it'll be Akers. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
Out of the gun is Minshew. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
Incomplete. Brings up 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0.
Saints nothing.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
3-yard line.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
First down.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Not easy being a rookie left tackle in this league, and there they got it for the penalty.
Not easy at all. Think about what you're dealing with every game you play. Ostensibly, the best pass rusher is over you on every snap. I'd be a little jumpy myself.
That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
David Long. A gain of 11. Brings up
2nd and 4. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Here's Hill. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
They'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Open man is Hill. He's got it. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position It's actually utilized more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He was a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. Back to throw again. He is going to find Hill here. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. The numbers for him from a week ago: 8 catches, 55 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Adam Troutman, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Now a handoff here to his running back. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And what we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football, it says finish on it, because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to...
Ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. First down, New Orleans. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And the Saints are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 11 yards there, just like last play. 5-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Gets this one to Hill. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Saints have taken the lead. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up, because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Here again comes Gardner Minshew. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped, but what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
3rd and 11.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
And 7 at the 41-yard line.
2nd and 7. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports.
10, Rams 3.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Hill. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Gallup, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw it with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And here again comes Gardner Minshew. Bottom line, he's got to figure things out. He's completed 3 passes, but 2 of them have been to the wrong team so far.
And when we talk about the best quarterbacks, we're usually talking about touchdown to interception ratio, aren't we? And 2-to-1 is acceptable, but the top line guys, 3-to-1 or better is what they're looking for. Now we're talking about interceptions versus completions. That's not a ratio should ever be in any discussion.
The 30-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the 2nd quarter. That one complete to Hill. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily it often works when they decide to dial it up.
New Orleans.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 25-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. They'll look to throw now on first down. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. 7 yards, the pickup there.
To Michael Gallup. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 8.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. That's caught. It's Thomas. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now Hill. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
You can almost feel him thinking as he's running the football, just one more block, anything to get me to the perimeter and around the corner. Couldn't quite get there, ends up getting spilled for a loss.
The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Rams 3.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the LA offense.
He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Minshew. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run this with Akers.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And good running, going to get this down close to a 1st at the Saints 32. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the 1st with Edwards. But he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short, no gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. And that will close the gap down to 14.
Saints 20, Rams 6.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Their own 28-yard line.
The Saints again ready to go on offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Michael Thomas.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the LA offense. As you see the season totals, barring a really great effort today, Charles, probably going to fall a little bit shy of 1,000, but still he's had some moments this year.
Plenty of them for him to be in this spot right now. And I don't know about you, but I'm betting that the head coach spent this entire week playing a little bit of a mind game with him.
How so?
You go by him in practice, you go by him in the locker room, and you keep muttering like, yeah, it's been a pretty darn good year. I guess not going to get to 1,000, but, you know, been a good year overall. And see if that motivation increases his production. And if you're able to do that, it increases your chances of winning.
We're going to find out. It's possible. Minshew with nowhere to go, and they take him to the great line. Minshew going to get him to the line quickly. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sharp. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. And it's the Giants who have the lead as they approach halftime. The Giants locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, we'll head to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And it's the visiting L.A. Chargers who are out in front. T.Y. Hilton, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Carolina Panthers. A field goal, the difference. 17-14, the final. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. who can put it together in the second half. For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Now Akers to start the third quarter on the ground. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here on the 1st and 20. Here's Minshew, and it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Number 86.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. On the ground, it's Akers.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
1st and 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Minshew sets to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Benson. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
Rams 9.
So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these threes into sixes.
And sevens and probably even eights. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
23-yard line.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they watch this lead shrink a little. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Brings up second and 9.
They're going to run with Taysom Hill. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Rashawn Robinson on the stop. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's
on 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's the occasional ball carrier. It's Taysom Hill. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
At the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
The throw over the middle taken in. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 26. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
20-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
2nd and 4. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
At the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Running here is Taysom Hill. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Saints add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me.
and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And the lead is up to 18 now. The 10-play drive that time. And it was Taysom Hill who finished it off with a touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, right? A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
And 7 at the 27-yard line.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down.
The 39-yard line.
They run with Edwards. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
Ball carrier.
A gain of 3, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brings up third down and 7.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Well, throw complete to Cam Akers. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Akers, incomplete. Leads to second.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Rams on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4. Off play action, it's Minshew. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Now the try here for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
at their own 27-yard line.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Gets this one to Hill. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the second time. On the punt, just 2 on the return, and the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Sharp. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down. And this will be incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Incomplete.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. It'll be Minshew again. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. First downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They'll look to throw here on first down. Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And the possession is theirs at their
It's the fourth quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Aaron Donald, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe. So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught by Cup. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Here's Minshew. They need a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game. All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Akers. He coughs it up. And this is picked up by the Saints. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. On the ground, this is Hill, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
first down. He'll drop to throw. Open man is the tight end, Troutman. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Saints.
Here's Hill. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And to give this time to the tailback. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Able to find Harris, complete. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He will push his way down to about the 14. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for first.
And it's 3rd down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This from 25 yards out.
5-yard attempt.
And Lutz puts this one through. And that will get the lead up to 14.
Rams 16.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 20-yard line.
L.A. readies for its next possession. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Marcus Davenport in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.